Hello, folks. I'm glad that you joined us today. Me and my right-hand man, I mean girl. I don't want to get her mad at me, but we're going to salt some peanuts down today. We're going to show you how we do it. Before we continue, I got to tell you a little story. I like telling stories. Well, a year ago, last April, Jessica had a little baby, and she said she wasn't going to do any garden. So she had enough already canned up for 2 years. So me and Nana was just going to raise enough garden for everybody, so everybody have fresh vegetables. I told Ella, I said, Ella, if you help Poopa, I'll pay you this summer. I said, Poopa, I don't want no money. I just want to grow peanuts. I said, okay, so her mommy ordered us peanuts, and she ordered a lot of peanuts. So we started planting them, and I planted one row, and I says, maybe we should quit. That's a lot of peanuts. And Ella said, Poopa, Mommy bought them all. We should plant them all. I said, okay, but we got to dig them all. She said, that's okay. So we planted 3 150-foot rows. We dug over 20 pounds of peanuts because I've already boiled some. Putting her every night after school, she'd come over and we'd dig up so many of them. And she says, Poopa, I don't know if I ever want to raise peanuts again. It's just way too much work. So we'll plant a few this spring, but it won't be equivalent of 450-foot row of peanuts. So let's go on inside and we'll show you what we got to do. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is run some water and dump our peanuts in there. You got to give them a good washing. Here's kind of a fun fact. Most people don't know this, but peanuts, when they're green, they call them goober peas. And after you bake them and roast them and salt them down, then they call them peanuts. We'll strain these off. And then when you boil them, that gets them really clean. This dark stuff you see on here is not dirt. That's what peanuts turn when you leave them in the ground a little bit too long. I'll do it the other way. And some of these dark ones, they won't be any good. But we'll separate them down the road. Okay. So now we got to add 4 quarts of water. I got 1 1/3 cups of salt here. You can do more, you can do less, however you like them. The grandkids like them pretty salty, so that'll do just that. That'll make it pretty salty for them. Now we put them on the stove and bring them to a boil. I turn the fire up on high and let it roll. Peanuts are boiling, so now we need to shut them off. We'll give them a good stir. Then you got to put something heavy enough to keep them submerged. I'll get a plate. Fill up a quart of water to set right on top of here. We want the peanuts has to stay submerged. And it's at the top of the plate, so I know it's all submerged. So we just let it sit overnight and let it cool. Well, folks, the next day is here. We're going to strain all these water off these peanuts, and we'll show you the steps that we follow. So now I'm going to grab the peanuts that soaked since yesterday, and now we got to strain all of them. We'll go through and take a lot of the bad ones out that we don't think's any good. But if we roast a few of them, you'll know when they're done if they're any good or not. We can throw them all of them out then. And I never rinse these because you want the salt on them. So I went in the bathroom and got a nice clean towel to pour these on. And I'm sure Nana won't care, maybe. But we're doing it anyway. So I'm sure some of you guys can relate to this. We just want to dry them out a little bit. Let them drain just a little bit. Pick a few more of the bad ones out. Just as some of these are dark, that don't mean that they're not good. They just stayed in the ground a few days longer than they should have. But they don't like to let them go that long because they look unappealing. But they're still good. You just got to, when you get done baking them, they'll be as good as the rest of them. Well, this one here, this real black one, it might not be any good. I'm going to break it, and you'll see. But the nut's just as good as the rest of them. So you can't always go by the shell, which is very ugly. But that's just from leaving them in the ground. It took us a little longer to dig them. It took us a couple of weeks to get them. I'll start putting them on here. Now it's time to just take all these. I'm going to lay them on these dehydrator trays. And they're going to I'll turn the temperature up to high. And they'll stay on there until they're completely dry. And I can't tell you how long that takes. You just got to keep going back checking them. It'll take over 24 hours. I won't check these again till tomorrow. And the more you got in the dehydrator, the longer it takes. So we're going to just go by feel. Now here's a bad peanut. It's full of water too. It's just no good. You can see it. It's not formed. And they're pretty salty. That's the way my grandkids like them. They said, Booba, last time you didn't put enough salt in them. So I'm going to I put extra salt. So I think we'll be fine. I have an 8-tray dehydrator. But because they stack up a little bit, I pull out every other one. And that gives them more room to get in and out and more room to dry. And once again, just stick them in there and just keep checking them until they're all dry. Our peanuts are dry now, and you can pretty much tell that by when you hear them snap. They're nice and dry, so now it's time to put them on these pans. Now, folks, I set my oven to 275, and I'll leave them in there for 20 minutes. Then I'll check them every 5-6 minutes after that until I know they're done. I'll keep testing them, and then you'll know. And when they get crunchy, then you know they're done. All right, we just took these peanuts out and let them cool down. And now it's time to test them once again. And because I know they're close. So I'm going to test one and see how it is. They're really good. But folks, not only do the grandkids love to eat these, but the dogs love them too. I could sit out here as long as I wanted to crack them, they would eat them. Here, Tobe. Here, Tobe. They love peanuts. So any of you guys got out there that you got a dog don't like you, instead of buying them dog treats, just roast them up some peanuts and you'll have a buddy for life. Plus, I have a cat that's outside now. She didn't come in. but she loves roasted peanuts. And she'll sit here and eat these peanuts as long as I'll crack them. There you go, Heidi. Heidi. All right. The peanuts are still a little warm, so that kind of threw them off. Making sure they weren't too hot. All righty, May. Another one. Is it too hot? Here, let me put it down there for you then. Well, folks, we're at the end of our video, and I hope you liked it. But you know, when you try anything and you start doing something new, don't get discouraged if it don't work out the first time. You learn by your mistakes, and every time you'll get better and better. In fact, these are the best peanuts I've ever done. So the whole story ended up in a success, and it just shows you don't quit, just keep trying. Thank you very much.